Mitchell stared at his phone screen in horror, realizing he just sent a desperate text to the wrong number. "Hey, do you have any Enfamil NeuroPro in stock? My nephew's out and crying non-stop. Single uncle here, totally out of my depth." The reply came almost instantly from the unknown contact. "No formula here, but I can have a case delivered to your door in 30 minutes. Address?" His heart raced as he typed back, but little did he know, the number belonged to Ethan Hargrove, Silicon Valley's reclusive billionaire, whose impulsive act of kindness would unravel Mitchell's carefully guarded life. In the dim glow of his Brooklyn apartment, Mitchell paced the floor, cradling little Jamie in his arms. The 6-month-old's wails pierced the night, a relentless reminder of how unprepared he was for this. His sister, Sarah, had shown up 2 weeks ago, strung out and begging him to take the baby, just for a bit, while she got clean. Mitchell, 32 and openly gay but fiercely private about it in his conservative family circles, had agreed without hesitation. Family was everything, even if it meant hiding parts of himself. But now, with the formula running low and Sarah ghosting his calls, he felt the walls closing in. The doorbell buzzed, jolting him from his thoughts. He opened it to find a delivery guy with not one, but 3 cases of premium baby formula, plus diapers, wipes, and a high-end bottle warmer he hadn't even known existed. Tucked inside was a handwritten note. "Hope this helps. If you need more, text me. Ethan." Mitchell's confusion turned to curiosity. Who was this guy? A quick Google search on the number revealed Ethan's face splashed across tech headlines. Founder of Hargrove AI, worth billions, known for his philanthropy but notoriously private about his personal life. Rumors swirled about his sexuality, but nothing confirmed. Mitchell hesitated, then typed, "This is way too much. How can I repay you?" Ethan's response, "No need. Pay it forward someday." As days turned into texts, their conversations evolved from baby tips to deeper waters. Ethan shared stories of his isolated upbringing in a wealthy but cold family, how he'd built his empire to escape it. Mitchell opened up about his own struggles, coming out in college, the fallout with his parents who still pretended it was a phase, and now this unexpected role as a guardian. "You're doing more than most would," Ethan messaged one night. "That's strength." Mitchell felt a spark, something he hadn't allowed himself in years. His last relationship had ended in betrayal when his ex outed him to mutual friends, amplifying the shame his family heaped on. But Ethan seemed different, genuine, unattached to the drama. Yet doubt crept in. Why would a billionaire bother with a struggling graphic designer like him? Mitchell's friends warned him, "Sounds like a scam, dude. Or worse, some rich guy's fetish." But the help kept coming. Ethan arranged for a pediatrician visit when Jamie spiked a fever, even sent over a nanny for a night so Mitchell could sleep. Felt too good, too fast. Then came the invitation. "Meet for coffee? I could use a real conversation." Mitchell stared at the message, heart pounding. Saying yes meant risking exposure, but no felt like turning away from the first real connection in ages. They met at a quiet cafe in Manhattan, Ethan's security detail discreetly nearby. Up close, Ethan was disarmingly handsome. Tall, with sharp features softened by kind eyes. "You look exhausted," Ethan said with a chuckle. "Jamie keeping you up?" Mitchell nodded, relaxing into the banter. They talked for hours about dreams deferred and societal expectations. Ethan confessed his own closeted past. "I built this company, but I hid who I am to avoid the board's judgment. It's lonely at the top." Mitchell felt seen, truly seen, for the first AST time. As they parted, Ethan's hand lingered on his shoulder, a touch that sent electricity through him. Back home, Mitchell's phone buzzed with a family group chat. His mother, "When are you bringing that baby over? Sarah's mess is on you now." The words stung, a reminder of the pressure. His parents, devout Catholics from the Midwest, had moved to New York for better opportunities, but clung to old views. They tolerated his coming out but never accepted it, always hinting at grandkids from him. Impossible dreams. Now, with Jamie, they saw a chance to fix things, pushing Mitchell toward normalcy. He ignored the message, texting Ethan instead. "Today was nice. Thanks." The reply, "Likewise. Let's do it again." But as their meetings grew frequent, whispers started. A colleague at Mitchell's design firm spotted them together and gossiped. "Is that the Hargrove? What's a guy like you doing with him?" Mitchell brushed it off, but inside paranoia built. What if his family found out? What if Ethan was just slumming it? One evening, over dinner at Ethan's penthouse, the tension boiled over. "Why me?" Mitchell demanded. "You could have anyone." Ethan leaned in. "Because you're real. No agendas." Their first kiss was tentative, charged with unspoken fears. Mitchell pulled away, conflicted. This could destroy everything. The kiss lingered in Mitchell's mind like a forbidden echo, replaying during sleepless nights with Jamie's cries as the soundtrack. He hadn't planned for this. Romance was a luxury he couldn't afford, not with a baby depending on him and a family watching his every move. Yet, Ethan's messages kept coming, gentle invitations to stolen moments. A walk in Central Park, a quiet lunch. Each time, Mitchell went, drawn by the authenticity he craved. But guilt shadowed every step. Was he betraying Sarah by focusing on his own happiness? Was he risking Jamie's stability for a fling with a man worlds apart? Ethan, too, wrestled with inner demons. His board of directors was pressuring him for a public image overhaul. Marry a suitable woman, project stability to investors. "The market doesn't care about personal lives," his advisor had said, "but scandals do." Ethan had buried his sexuality deep, funding LGBTQ causes anonymously while living a lie. Meeting Mitchell cracked that facade. "You're making me question everything," he admitted during a late-night call. Mitchell's response, "Good. Lies eat you alive." But Ethan hesitated, fearing the fallout. Coming out could tank his stock, alienate partners. Their relationship deepened amid secrecy. Mitchell introduced Ethan to Jamie via video, watching the billionaire's face light up. "He's got your eyes," Ethan said softly. Mitchell's heart swelled, but reality intruded when Sarah called out of the blue. "I'm coming back for him," she slurred. "Got my life together." Mitchell knew it was a lie. She'd relapsed before. He confided in Ethan, who offered legal help. "I can get you a lawyer for custody if needed." Mitchell recoiled. "That's not fair. She's family." Ethan pressed. "Family doesn't abandon kids." The argument highlighted their divide, Mitchell's loyalty versus Ethan's pragmatism. Pressure mounted from Mitchell's side. His parents invited him to a family dinner in Queens, insisting on meeting Jamie. "Bring a date if you want," his mom said casually, but Mitchell heard the subtext. A woman. He went alone, enduring pointed questions. "When are you settling down, son? That lifestyle, it's not for raising kids." His dad nodded agreement, eyes avoiding Mitchell's. Jamie cooed in his lap, oblivious. Mitchell bit back retorts, but inside, rage simmered. That night, he vented to Ethan, "They act like I'm defective." Ethan's comfort, "You're not. We could face this together." But Mitchell wondered if we was real or just escape. A turning point came at a charity gala Ethan hosted. He invited Mitchell as a friend, but the chemistry was palpable. Whispers rippled through the crowd. "Who's the guy with Hargrove?" A tabloid photographer snapped photos, and by morning, speculation hit online. Mitchell's phone exploded, friends congratulating, family demanding answers. His sister, now soberish, accused him, "You're using my kid for your gay agenda?" "Hurt," Mitchell confronted Ethan. "This is my life blowing up." Ethan apologized, but defended, "Hiding isn't living." Their fight escalated, Mitchell storming out, feeling betrayed by the exposure. Days of silence followed. Mitchell threw himself into work and Jamie, ignoring Ethan's pleas. But loneliness gnawed. He researched Ethan's world, discovering old interviews where Ethan dodged personal questions. Sympathy stirred. Ethan was trapped too. Then, a knock at the door. Ethan, disheveled, holding flowers. "I can't lose you," he said. They talked through the night, unpacking fears. Mitchell admitted his family's rejection scarred him. Ethan revealed a past lover who'd blackmailed him. Reconciliation felt fragile but real. Yet, society intruded. Mitchell's boss called him in. "Clients are conservative. This Hargrove thing. Tone it down." Job security teetered. At home, his parents showed up unannounced. "We saw the photos," his mom said, voice trembling. "Is this why you're keeping Jamie?" "To play house," Mitchell defended. "It's love, Mom. Real love." His dad exploded. "Love? That's not what God intended." The argument ended in tears, his parents leaving with ultimatums. Straighten up or lose family support. Mitchell faced a choice. Retreat to safety or embrace the chaos. He chose Ethan, but at what cost? Their next date was public, hand in hand at a park. Paparazzi swarmed, headlines blaring, "Billionaire's secret romance." Ethan lost a major investor. Mitchell fielded hate mail. But in quiet moments, holding Jamie together, it felt worth it. Or did it? Doubts lingered as tensions rose. The media storm hit like a hurricane, twisting Mitchell's quiet life into a spectacle. Headlines screamed, "Tech Titan's gay affair." Family drama unfolds, with blurry photos of him and Ethan splashed everywhere. Mitchell's inbox flooded with interview requests, some supportive, others vicious. "Faggots stealing babies," one anonymous email read. He deleted it, but the words burrowed deep, reigniting old insecurities. Jamie's innocent gurgles grounded him, a reminder of stakes higher than his heart. Ethan bore the brunt professionally. His stock dipped 5%, board members calling emergency meetings. "This is a distraction," one grizzled executive barked. Ethan stood firm. "My personal life is mine." But privately, he confided in Mitchell. "They're pushing for my resignation." Mitchell felt guilty. Had his vulnerability dragged Ethan down? "We can step back," he offered. Ethan refused. No more hiding. Their bond strengthened in adversity, late nights strategizing responses. Ethan hired PR experts. Mitchell learned to dodge reporters lurking outside his building. Family fractures deepened. Sarah resurfaced, fueled by tabloid cash offers. "Tell my story," she demanded over the phone. "How my brother's using Jamie for fame." Mitchell pleaded. "This isn't about fame. It's about us." But Sarah, bitter from her own failures, sold out to a gossip site. The article painted Mitchell as opportunistic, exploiting her addiction for a rich boyfriend. Reading it, Mitchell shattered, betrayed by blood. He confronted her at a rehab center. "Why?" Tears streamed. "You always had it easy. Perfect gay life." Mitchell left, heartbroken, questioning if family loyalty was a one-way street. Moral dilemmas piled on. Ethan's lawyer advised pursuing custody of Jamie. Sarah's unstable. You could win. Mitchell agonized. Right for the child, but devastating for his sister. "It's betrayal," he told Ethan. "Necessary betrayal," Ethan countered. Their debates turned heated, exposing cracks. Ethan, shaped by cutthroat business, saw decisions as transactions. Mitchell, from a tight-knit but flawed family, valued forgiveness. One night, after a fierce argument, Mitchell slept on the couch, wondering if love could bridge such gaps. Society's judgment amplified internal conflicts. At a support group for LGBTQ parents, Mitchell shared his story. Responses varied. Some cheered his courage, others warned of backlash. "Rich guy's toy," one man sneered. Mitchell defended Ethan, but doubt seeded. Was their relationship genuine, or Ethan's rebellion against his cage? Meanwhile, Ethan's philanthropy took hits. Conservative donors pulled funding from his youth programs. "See what happens when you go public," his advisor mocked. Ethan fired him, but the loss stung. A pivotal confrontation came at a family intervention Mitchell's parents orchestrated. Gathered in their living room, aunts and uncles piled on. "This lifestyle's confusing Jamie." Mitchell exploded. "My love isn't a lifestyle. It's who I am." Ethan, invited against advice, stood by him. "Mitchell is the best man I know." Silence fell. Then his mom whispered, "We just want what's best." But best meant conformity. They left united, but Mitchell paid the price. Estrangement letters followed, cutting financial ties he'd never relied on but emotionally needed. As high tide crested, Ethan proposed a bold move. Co-parent Jamie publicly, challenge norms. Mitchell hesitated, visions of court battles flashing. "What if we lose everything?" Ethan, "What if we gain freedom?" The decision loomed, testing their resolve. In a quiet moment, watching Jamie sleep, Mitchell realized the cost of inaction. A life half-lived. He agreed, but unease lingered. Betrayals mounted. A friend leaked private texts to media, twisting words. Trust eroded, paranoia set in. With custody papers filed, the battle lines drew sharp. Sarah, backed by tabloid lawyers, fought back viciously. Court dates loomed, each prep session a minefield of ethics. "Is this right?" Mitchell asked his attorney. "For the child, yes." But nights brought torment. Dreams of Sarah's accusing eyes. Ethan supported unwaveringly, funding experts, but Mitchell sensed strain. "You're doing this for us?" Ethan said. Mitchell nodded, but inwardly questioned. Was it for Jamie, or to cement their bond? Public scrutiny intensified. Protests outside Ethan's offices decried elite perversion, while allies rallied online. Love is love trended, but so did protect the kids. Mitchell lost clients, his design portfolio deemed controversial. Job hunting proved futile. Interviews ended with veiled questions about his personal drama. Financial pressure mounted. Ethan's offers to help felt like charity, chipping at Mitchell's pride. "I'm not your project," he snapped one evening. Ethan recoiled. "You're my partner." The word hung heavy. Were they? Inner awakenings stirred. Mitchell journaled, unpacking years of suppression. Coming out hadn't freed him. Societal chains lingered. Ethan, facing board ultimatums, considered stepping down. "For you," he told Mitchell. Sacrifice bonded them, but resentment brewed. During a heated call with his ex-advisor, Ethan yelled, "I won't deny who I am anymore." Hanging up, he broke down in Mitchell's arms. A vulnerability Mitchell cherished, yet feared exploiting. Betrayal struck from unexpected quarters. A mutual acquaintance, jealous of their spotlight, fed lies to media. Ethan's paying for silence. The story exploded, painting Mitchell as a gold digger. Hurt, Mitchell confronted Ethan. "Is any of this true?" Ethan denied, but seeds of doubt sprouted. They separated briefly, Mitchell crashing with a friend. Alone with Jamie, clarity hit. Love required trust, not perfection. He returned, but scars remained. Society's mirror reflected harsh truths. At a pride event, they appeared together, met with cheers and jeers. A young fan approached. "You give me hope," but an elder warned, "Visibility costs." Indeed, Ethan's company hemorrhaged talent, conservatives boycotting. He sold shares to stabilize, losing millions. "Worth it," he claimed, but Mitchell saw the toll. Sleepless nights, weight loss. Family reconciliation attempts faltered. Mitchell's parents reached out tentatively. "We miss Jamie." No mention of Ethan. Mitchell invited them over, conditions clear. Accept all or nothing. The visit was tense, polite chit-chat, avoided eyes. His mom held Jamie, tears falling. "We were wrong." Partial victory, but his dad's silence spoke volumes. Progress at a price. Forgiveness felt hollow without full acceptance. As trial neared, stakes skyrocketed. Sarah's testimony loomed, potential to destroy. Mitchell chose mercy. offered joint custody if she committed to sobriety. Why? Ethan asked. Redemption's possible. Ethan disagreed but relented. The gesture backfired. Sarah twisted it in court as manipulation. Judges' skepticism grew. In the gallery, supporters clashed with detractors, chaos erupting. Mitchell's testimony bared his soul. I'm gay, I'm in love, and I'm a damn good guardian. Applause mingled with boos. Post-hearing exhaustion claimed them. In Ethan's arms, Mitchell whispered, Was this worth it? Ethan, ask me tomorrow. But tomorrow brought more storms. The court's decision hung like a guillotine, weeks dragging in limbo. Mitchell obsessed over what-ifs. Losing Jamie would shatter him. Winning meant severing Sarah forever. Ethan distracted with getaways, a cabin in the Adirondacks where they hiked and talked futures. Marry me, Ethan blurted one dawn. Mitchell froze, joy mixed with terror. Now? With everything. Ethan, especially now. The proposal symbolized commitment, but Mitchell delayed. Let's survive this first. Back in the city, backlash escalated. Death threats arrived, forcing security details. Mitchell's apartment was vandalized, slurs spray-painted. Paranoia peaked. He second-guessed every decision. I brought this on us, he told Ethan. Blame shifted. Ethan admitted pushing publicity. I wanted to prove something. Confession led to reckoning. Both had used the relationship to heal personal wounds, at mutual cost. Awakenings deepened. Mitchell volunteered at LGBTQ shelters, seeing mirrors of his struggles. One teen's story, disowned for being gay, echoed his own. Fight on, the kid said. Inspiration fueled resolve. Ethan, inspired, outed himself in a TED Talk. Love doesn't discriminate. Society does. Views soared. Stock rebounded slightly. But personal toll. Old friends distanced, labeling him attention seeker. Moral crossroads intensified. Sarah offered a deal. Drop custody for hush money. Mitchell refused, but temptation flickered. End the nightmare. Ethan urged integrity. That's not you. Debate raged, exposing values. Mitchell chose truth, but the rejection stung Sarah into retaliation. Leaked medical records, claiming Mitchell's instability. Media feasted, questioning his fitness. Damage control consumed them. PR spins failed. Authenticity won allies. A celebrity endorsement turned tides. But at what price? Ethan compromised a business deal to avoid conflict. Sacrifices, he muttered. Mitchell paid emotionally. Therapy sessions unpacked trauma, revealing suppressed anger at his family. Reunion with parents evolved. A surprise visit. His dad. Alone. I was wrong, he gruffed. Seeing you fight. It's brave. Tears flowed. Partial healing. But full acceptance. Tentative. Sarah's absence loomed large. As verdict day approached, tensions climaxed. Ethan and Mitchell argued over contingencies. If loss, appeal? No more fighting, Mitchell said. Ethan, for Jamie, yes. Rift widened, love tested. Courtroom packed, air thick. Judge ruled. Temporary custody to Mitchell, supervised visits for Sarah. Relief washed, but victory bittersweet. Sarah's glare promised ongoing war. Post-ruling, they celebrated quietly. Yet shadows lingered. Was the price too high? In the aftermath, normalcy teased but eluded. Mitchell balanced custody with budding romance. Jamie thriving under routine. Ethan integrated, reading bedtime stories. His billionaire facade cracking into fatherly warmth. But scars persisted, media lingered, family ties fragile. Mitchell's parents visited sporadically, conversations skirting Ethan. Progress yet incomplete. Sarah complied with visits, resentment simmering. You won, she spat once. Mitchell, no one wins in this. Professional repercussions echoed. Mitchell started a freelance firm, niche in inclusive designs, turning notoriety to advantage. Ethan restructured his company, prioritizing diversity. Losses recouped slowly, but fulfillment grew. Their engagement announced quietly. A ring exchange on a Brooklyn rooftop, city lights witnessing. Friends toasted, but absent family stung. Deeper reflections surfaced. Mitchell pondered choices. Texting Ethan was accident, pursuing love deliberate. Costs, isolation, but gains, authenticity. Ethan echoed, "I'd pay again." Yet, doubts crept during quiet nights. Society evolved incrementally, laws protected but hearts lagged. A hate crime nearby reminded. Visibility invited danger. Ultimate test came via betrayal's echo. An ex-employee of Ethan's leaked emails, twisting context to imply coercion. Scandal reignited, board demanding Ethan's exit. He fought, but resigned to preserve legacy. "For us," he told Mitchell. Devastation hit. Ethan withdrawn, questioning worth. Mitchell supported, "We're more than titles." Reconciliation forged stronger bonds, but at emotional expense. Awakening culminated in advocacy. They founded a foundation for LGBTQ families, channeling pain to purpose. Stories poured in, echoos of their journey. Impact healed, but personal toll. Therapy ongoing, trust rebuilt daily. Years blurred, Jamie growing, calling them both dad. Family thawed. Parents attended a birthday, awkward hugs exchanged. Sarah reformed, co-parenting amicably. Harmony, hard won. Yet, in reflection, Mitchell wondered, did love justify the wreckage? Lives upended, fortunes shifted, hearts broken and mended. Was the pursuit of authenticity a righteous path, or selfish indulgence? Was coming out and fighting for love, despite the immense personal and societal costs, ultimately the right choice, or a moral gray area where the ends don't always justify the means?